Hey guys, so I started to do the cycle. I started the cycle, and as you can see, the tank is actually um, a lot clearer now. The water is a lot clearer because I actually drained down all the water, most of the water that you saw in the last video, and I used a plate to I filled it up again, but this time I was careful about not about stirring up the sand. So it looks a lot clearer now. And what I've done, I also spread out the sand beforehand so that it was kind of uneven. And I did the best. I like spread it out more so that it could be more. I guess more even. I guess more even. Um, you kind of want to. The books say to like have it slope towards the front, so it's like higher in the back and lower in the front. But it's a little bit. I'm not gonna do that so much. It's not too important. Um, but I started the cycle, and what I've done is actually is I added a cube of Mysis shrimp. You can see that in the corner there. I just threw in a frozen cube and let it thaw out. Let it thaw out. And then I just put in 4 caps of SeaChem Stability as my bacteria source, and I've tested the levels. So my ammonia was beforehand was 0, nitrite was 0. I didn't test the nitrate because um, it's just kind of like a not like it's my ammonia. I just didn't. I chose not to measure it because it wasn't significant at that point. I measured because of the ammonia and nitrite were 0. I was like, okay, nitrate's probably 0. Um, and um, I tested the pH. The pH is a little bit high. It's like 7.6. I want to bring it down to like a 7.2. So I just ordered some pH down by Aquarium Pharmaceuticals from Chewy.com. And actually, I got credit for my shopping on that, but that's a different story. Um, but I want to bring it down and I want to make sure that the pH is right for the fish in the future. But right now, I want to make sure that the bacteria that are growing are going to grow at the same pH that my fish are going to be living in. So it's going to grow a little bit slow. The population of the bacteria is going to grow a little bit slower. They grow faster at a higher pH, but because my fish are living in a lower pH, I don't want to do that. So, I mean, I don't want to grow them at a higher pH. So that's why I'm lowering it. And I'm also, you might be able to see, yeah, want the temperature around 80 degrees because it's going to make the bacteria grow quickly. And I'm doing a fishless cycle. So there's something called fishless cycling and then fish in cycle. Fish in cycle is where you need the point of the nitrogen of cycling. What that really means is you're establishing the bacteria in the aquarium so that they can break down waste, and then it's not toxic to fish and other animals. And the bac- the bacteria need a nitrogen source to feed on. They need something to feed on, like fish poop or anything else that breaks down that has nitrogen in it as a food source. Like you could use flake food, or what I'm using is frozen mysis shrimp. I'm just using a whole cube, and so if you're doing a fish with a fish, it can be harmful to the fish because it can cause chemical burn from the ammonia, and it can be kind of painful sometimes. I mean, yeah, like some fish are hardier than others, and some fish won't make it. They'll just die because it's too toxic. And even if they make it, it's you're putting them through that, and it's not really the best. So you can do this instead, and you're not harming anything. And these shrimp are already, they're dead, but they're just like frozen, and there's flesh. I wanted to do this instead of like dry food because I think that it might break down faster because it's like in a fleshy form. So I'm gonna keep track of the levels. And in case you're interested in what equipment I'm using, I have two Eheim. Yeah, I mentioned in the last video that I have two heaters for redundancy, but I'm using Eheim Jaeger heaters. I think I might have mentioned that. And that's about it for this video. Please follow me and keep up with the videos. And thanks for watching. Look for the next video.